I snooped around the senior management offices. When I knew they wouldn't be there, I didn't find anything incriminating, but I found a room in management sector that I couldn't access. As overseer, I should have been able to enter every door in the camp. Something was very off here. Sounds off. I convinced another contact to give me the key code for the room. She warned me that there was no going back after this, but I didn't care. I had to know what they were hiding. Okay, so I'm a scapegoat. That's what I kind of had a feeling I was going to be a scapegoat. Oh, I can understand why you felt pressure to go behind everyone's backs. It must have seemed like they were hiding something from you. Confronting them directly wouldn't have helped. I'm impressed you pulled this off without getting caught. Actually, wait a minute. Is this where they caught you? Yeah, 2 for 2! Or 3 for 3! No, I'm here because I'm responsible for the deaths of thousands of people. Remember? Nothing I'd done at this point had caused anyone to die. Well, actually, I suppose the contact who helped me could very well be dead now. I have no idea what happened to her given my current predicament. I can't imagine it was anything good. Poor Alice. I really wish I hadn't involved her. She could have met a grim fate. Still, the greater good is far more important. She'd understand if she knew what the whole picture was. She wasn't naive. She knew the risks. With... assertive? Or do I want to go rational? We're gonna go with assertive. If that's what you need to keep telling yourself to feel better, so be it. What did you find out anyway? Oh, hell yeah! 4 for 4! Fine, I'll explain. The room seemed innocuous at first glance, but then I noticed some paper documents on a table next to an unnetworked computer. I hadn't seen any paper for a long time. It was very rare and only used when something was too important to be stored on a hackable device. Makes sense? The whole thing seemed very suspicious. Very suspicious, naturally. I looked at the documents. What did I find? Well, they were detailed reports about a bioweapon program being tested by a clandestine arm of the UN, right under my nose, in this very camp. Oh. They were engineering a pathogen that would reliably kill about 1/4 of the population. Oh! They wanted it to seem natural, like it had spread by common water contaminants. Every single person in the camp was a guinea pig for a genocidal weapon. What the fuck? Oh wow, that's horrible. At least it explains the sickness. Why would they do this? What could they possibly stand to gain? A weapon? Yeah, okay, so that one's definitely rational. Yeah, it explained it, but that didn't make me feel any better. Seeing all those sick and dying people was hard enough, but finding out my own organization had engineered it was so much worse. I had to confront them, so I took the documents to my other UN source and demanded he tell me what the hell was going on. Ooh, I demanded an explanation. I wasn't going to leave without an answer. He knew it. He told me everything. Their justification? The wealthiest countries were never going to stop arguing about what to do with the refugees. None of their citizens wanted refugees near them, and the situation was only going to escalate as the climate worsened. So, the obvious solution is just to kill them. Of course. Fuck. Some people in those countries blame poorer nations for not doing enough to protect themselves from the effects of climate change over the past decades. They claim these countries spent their money on everything but climate change defense. You mean like the wealthy countries? Do you mean like the wealthy countries? Because of this, they apparently deserve to suffer the consequences. Empathy was in extremely short supply. Oh my god. The immediate problem facing the UN was lack of funding for the growing refugee camps, and no country was willing to increase their contributions. It was quickly reaching crisis point. They needed to do something drastic if they were to affect change in time. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's... Okay. 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 All of that sounds understandable. How did we get from here to kill a quarter of the population? How did that become a reasonable solution? Yes! They believed that a catastrophic population reduction in poorer countries would shock wealthier nations and force them to accept more refugees. What the fuck? Why a quarter of the population, and why a common water contaminants? Well, a quarter is bad, but not catastrophic. It would be terrible, but it wouldn't destroy entire countries. Still fucked up. And common water contaminants, well, they're present in much higher levels in poorer countries and almost non-existent in rich ones. If a quarter of the people in the richest countries died, they would never take the refugees. The climate refugees were disproportionately from poorer countries, however, they would be the ones affected by this bioweapon. From the UN's perspective, they made a harrowing choice in order to save lives in the long run. From mine, they were willingly murdering millions of people. I agree with that. I never guessed. Sorry, Sorry you had to find out this way, especially this way. But why didn't they tell you about it? Shouldn't you have known it was happening in your camp? And shit. Okay, next time is assertive, I'm guessing. Spare me your insincere apologies. I actually asked my contact why I had been kept in the dark. He said he needed a neutral agent to maintain order in the camp and not panic the refugees. I won't lie, I was upset. I felt like I'd been scorned by the very organization I was trying to serve. I felt isolated and alone. So many thoughts were rattling around my head. Was I kept out of the loop because I was a liability? Didn't they trust me? Did they want to kill me as part of their tests? Let's go with assertive. You're more upset about being left out of their plan than the fact that they're designing a bioweapon to kill millions? Ooh, insight, nice. I know, it sounds self-pitying, but the looming threat of the bioweapon was far more important to me. I guess they wouldn't know I have a strong moral compass. Blame our parents. I've always been outspoken about things I cared about. It's why I was a good overseer. I genuinely cared for those people. That's why I took my concerns to my superior officer in the camp. I knew I'd be putting my position at risk, but I couldn't, in good conscience, let it continue. Good choice! I only got halfway through explaining my concerns to him before he called security on me. He had absolutely no intention of hearing me out. I panicked. If I was captured, no one would stand in the way of their plan. Everyone else involved was clearly willing to go along with it. So, I made a split-second decision that I had to live with ever since. I ran down the corridor to the environment control room. I locked myself in, and I closed the camp gates, preventing anyone from getting in or out. If the only working version of the bioweapon was in this camp, all the research notes were here. Then I could destroy them, and this right now. Didn't they say there was sickness running in the other camps though? I also knew that it was being tested on the refugees, but I had no idea who was infected. Any one of them could have been contagious. Security were banging on the door, and it was close to breaking down. I had no time to figure out a better plan. I had to act there and then. I did the best I could. I really did. There was nothing else I could have done. I deactivated all the safety features of the environmental control system, using my overseer access, and overloaded the entire thing. Every inch of the camp was turned into a inferno, destroyed the bioweapon and the plans, and killed every single person there. There was nothing else I could have done. It was a choice between sacrificing these 40,000 people or allowing millions to be killed when the bioweapon was released. Oh! I bet you're wondering how I'm still alive. Well, Hello? 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 I can hear you. Let's go. I want to hear what you have to say, but they can detect you. They'll just reset the loop again. Actually, I don't think they will. Ooh, why? We've made some improvements, and hopefully we can get around their intrusion screening. That would be nice. We were cut off last time, partway through explaining who the people in charge of this loop actually are. They lied to you. They have no interest in absolving you of a crime. That's never been their goal. They're not a government, or an NGO. What's an NGO? Trying to save their people. National Government Organization. Sure. Trying to save their people. They're actually oh, they've been detected. Hello? Anyone? Rebel interference detected. Well, we made significant progress. Damn. They're just trying to get me to go with the bioweapon, that's what I think. Okay, let's do empathy this time. Wait, oh, we're doing a full loop. Whoops. Okay, I guess I actually have to read. Okay, you might not be interested in having a protracted discussion. Okay, we got insight. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me explain. Time travel, all out war, the ban, only a handful of wealthiest nations. I always suspected that the ban was, yep, advantage. I've been surprised at some point, that's why I'm not as surprised as you. Well, maybe it should have been banned. Who's to say otherwise? You aren't a scientist. Are you? No, I'm not, but I know a lot more than you do about this. Okay, so... did I do rational for that one last time or not? I kinda think I should start writing this down. The knee-jerk move to ban was so sudden, there was nothing to debate or democratic vote. It was discovered one minute, then banned the next. sounds like a cover-up. See, this is why I'm sure they didn't actually ban it entirely. It just feels extremely plausible to me. Think about it. This was probably the most monumental technological achievement ever. Were they going to just lock it up and throw away the key? Nope. Of course they weren't. It makes sense that the governments would lie about a ban to the public so they could use it quietly in the safe confines of their own laboratories. I wouldn't put it past them to use it on their own citizens to maintain order. People in power? Yeah, okay, we've done that. Let's do assertive this time. To be quite honest, everything you sounds like a paranoid... No, that's not it. Okay. Wait, they're not being paranoid, are they? Nope. Something is seriously wrong with what I was told. Someone is using me. Someone is... You're on the right track. Keep questioning. Keep doubting. Wait, do I trust that voice? I feel like I should remember them, but I can't. They sounded so familiar, yet so distant. Who is lying to me? Who do I trust? I trust myself, personally. You're not being paranoid, we are being used. Something's wrong with everything we've been told. With everything we've been told, I don't know what it is, but we need to keep questioning, keep doubting. Are you okay? You don't sound right. What happened to you? You sound extremely paranoid. I don't know, I can't remember. It seemed to make sense at the time. Now it's just a blur. Look, it's fine. I don't feel so great myself. Also, this must have been worse for you. You've not really had any time to properly process what's happening to you. If this had happened to me at your age, I'd have a nervous breakdown, blah blah blah. Wait, what the hell? You're telling me you haven't been through this already? Surely that's a paradox. Okay, yep. Okay, so that doesn't work on this version anymore. Okay. Got it. Oh, empathy very high, ration. Oh, I didn't notice what that meant. Okay. I see, so completed my task, blah blah blah. This is a death sentence for you. Or perhaps it's a death sentence for me. Who's to say I get out of this alive? Question, doubt. Question, doubt. Nice. Moderate, okay. Yeah, it's not a real death, blah blah blah. Not the point, they could just kill me now. The point, to understand, is to prevent you from doing the same thing. That's not the point. We're gonna skip this. Let's go with empathy, because we got that at very high. Bit strange. They think you're a dangerous criminal and have a way to prevent your crime from ever happening. It's arguably... No. Care. Rationally high. It makes sense when you put it that way. I can't believe I didn't actually notice what those were. I know what your crimes are. Okay, empathy's high and assertiveness is high. Okay, yep, I remember. That's not anything new. Nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new. Sickness, I remember. Hey. Did you tell me to question and doubt? Who are you? What's going on? It'd be too difficult right now. Just listen. Everything, yep, I know. Yep, I know that. You needed to stick this out, keep playing their game, don't believe anything they say. We will help, we are always... Okay. That's a loop. Reset. Don't believe anything they say. Don't believe anything. Who says? They say. The beginning people. Ding dong. Ding. Ding. Do, do, do. Look at me go. I'm so assertive. Okay, so I've overtaken everything but empathy. Okay, skippity skip. We don't care about this. We don't care about this. We don't care about this. We're gonna go with empathy this time. Da, da, da. Doesn't matter what I say if you think this was all fake, blah blah blah. Okay, empathy did not work. Very high. Let's assertive. Let me explain. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Convenient. Blah 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 blah. Let's go with rationally. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Okay, we're gonna go with empathy and hopefully, yeah, yeah. They're not being paranoid. We're being used. Everything is about being used. Okay, this is about question and doubt. Keep doubting, I know. Okay. We're being used, blah blah blah. I'm so paranoid, it's fine. Okay. I've not really had any time to process, blah blah blah. I'd have a nervous breakdown. Yeah. Okay, rationally high. Let's respond rationally. Blah blah blah. And we're back to this part. To say I get out of this alive.